Integrate small moments of self care throughout your day: a short walk, a few minutes of meditation, a healthy meal away from your desk. Again, talking to you, big. Anyway, welcome back to the Junior Mints Podcast. This podcast is here to help you guys navigate life while also helping you guys see the fun sides of life as well. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. Let's jump right in, shall we? So, in today's episode, we're tracking a concept that's often talked about, frequently misunderstood, and perpetually pursued. That would be work life balance. So, here we go. For decades, the ideal of work life balance has been held up as the holy grail of professional and personal well being. But what is it really? Is it a perfect 50-50 split? Is it about never checking emails after 5 p.m.? Or is it something far more nuanced and personal? The truth is, the traditional image of a perfectly balanced scale is often an illusion. Life isn't static, and neither is work. There will be seasons of intense professional demand, and there will be times when personal commitments take center stage. The goal isn't necessarily rigid equality, but rather a dynamic harmony. A state where your professional life supports your personal well being and your personal life energizes your professional pursuits. It's about feeling in control, fulfilled, and not constantly pulled in conflicting directions. Yeah. Also, there's a script right here, and I'm just reading off of it, so sorry. No. um, let's explore some key principles and practical strategies for cultivating your own unique version of work life balance. Principle number one: define your life. Before you can balance work with life, you need to understand what life truly means to you. Is it family time, hobbies, personal growth, fitness, community involvement, spending time in nature? Be specific. When you know what fuels your soul outside of work, you can intentionally carve out time and energy for those activities. Without this clarity, life becomes a vague concept that easily gets squeezed out by the tangible demands of work. You could also, if you're a Christian, enhance your relationship with God, because God will fuel your soul as well. Just a heads up. All right, principle number two: set boundaries and protect them. Now, this is a huge one for me. Here we go. This is perhaps most critical and often the most challenging aspect. Boundaries aren't often, excuse me, about, hello. Boundaries aren't about being rigid or uncooperative. They're about defining your non negotiables. This could mean time boundaries: no emails after a certain hour, dedicated deep work blocks with no interruption, setting a firm quitting time; physical boundaries: creating a separate workspace if possible, or putting away work materials at the end of the day; mental boundaries: learning to mentally switch off from work thoughts when you're done for the day. This takes practice. See, I can definitely understand this because my hobby basically is my work. Um, so when I have to kind of clock out of work, because I work as a video editor for two companies, and when I have to switch off that brain, but my creative brain still has to be on, it can kind of be hard to kind of differentiate between the two. So I totally get where this is coming from. Remember, you set the precedent. If you consistently respond to emails at midnight, that becomes the expectation. It can be uncomfortable at first, but respecting your own boundaries teaches others to respect them too. I'll just cut the episode off right there. No, but for real though, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Um, Principle three: prioritize ruthlessly. It's kind of hard to try to say that three times fast. In both work and life, we're bombarded with demands. The key to balance isn't doing everything. It's doing the right things. Learn to say no politely but firmly to requests that don't align with your priorities or goals. Use tools like task list, calendars, and even the Eisenhower matrix. urgent/important to focus your energy where it truly matters. This applies to both your professional tasks and your personal commitments. Wow. Um, Principle 4: embrace flexibility where possible. The 9 to 5 desk job is becoming less and less universal. If your role allows, explore options like flexible hours, remote work, or compressed work weeks. Even small adjustments can make a big difference in accommodating personal appointments, family needs, or simply avoiding peak commute times. Advocate for what you need to create a sustainable working arrangement. This is huge because there was a time in my life where I was getting up at 4 a.m. to go to work at 5 a.m., and I was working all the way until 3 p.m. And let me tell you, it was terrible. Um, and then part of that job, I'm not going to say which company it is, obviously, but that job required me to work holidays sometimes, weekends, and it's just like after a while, I got sick and tired of it. So I left, and I'll say this: it was very beneficial, in my opinion, from going to that weird schedule to more of a 9 to 5 structure. So if you're in that position like I was, really think about it and see if the job is affecting your mental health negatively, and really ponder and pray on that decision. So if you're in that position, think about it. All right. Well, let's see. Principle 5: integrate self care. Don't isolate it. Self care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. I'm just going to pause right there and let that sink in. Self care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And it shouldn't be something you only do when you've reached burnout. Talking to you, big guy. Integrate small moments of self care throughout your day: a short walk, a few minutes of meditation, a healthy meal away from your desk. Again, talking to you, big. Anyway, these micro breaks can help you recharge your batteries and prevent exhaustion. Man, this script is calling me out left and right. Think of it as a preventative maintenance for your entire being. Yeah, honestly, for sure. Principle 6: disconnect to reconnect. We've talked about lower phone usage in a previous episode. We did, and it's highly relevant here. When you're off the clock, truly be off. Put your phone away, close your laptop, and be present with your loved ones, your hobbies, or simply with yourself or God. The constant digital tether prevents true mental rest and recovery. Yeah, yeah. Ultimately, work life balance is not a destination you arrive at and stay forever. Talking to you, big guy. um, it's an ongoing journey, a dynamic dance between competing demands and personal needs. It requires self awareness, intentional choices, and the courage to advocate for your well being. When you achieve a healthier balance, you're not just doing yourself a favor, you're becoming more effective at work, more present in your relationships, and more fulfilled in your life. It's a win win, and it's absolutely worth pursuing. So, yeah, work life balance. It is super important, more important than we think. One last thing: on Sundays usually is a rest day for all of us, and God rested on the seventh day, even after making the earth. So, remember to integrate rest into your routine and work life balance. If you're kind of a workaholic like me and you're kind of having a hard time putting down work when it strikes 5 p.m., take little breaks throughout the day, and that'll sort of help you wind down to the end of the day. So, anyway, this has been the Junior Mints podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.